Mega Gengar is the biggest hit in Pokemon right now, and it is way too expensive for someone with my pocketbook. So let's find some alternatives. Gengar cards are expensive, and there isn't many options out there for a fair price, but I did manage to find some. Starting off with the second most expensive card, coming in at $80, we have the holographic Gengar from Fossils. It's a card from my youth, one that I would really much like to have myself. But it is $80. It's not really cheap, but it's kind of doable. If you don't mind, if you really want vintage cards, that is a doable price for a very cool Pokemon and a pretty cool card. Next on the list we have Gengar EX from Phantom Forces. Now that is not really my favorite card, but it is a full art. It's fairly cool, I guess, and it is it's $58 right now, so it's not that bad. It's not too bad. Next on the list we have Gengar EX from Temporal Forces at $56. Now that is also not my favorite, but it is pretty basic Gengar full art, but it's still Gengar. It's not too bad of a price, and it's a decent card. It's just not my favorite. It's not where I would spend the money personally. Not like the next one. The next one is one of my favorites on this list, and it is Gengar from Lost Origin. This is a beautiful card, beautiful artwork. There's a lot of stuff happening. It's well, just take a look at it. It is also fairly reasonably priced at $50, which is very doable for most people or most collectors. Looking at this card, I think I'm gonna have to start looking for this card to buy, because this is it just fits in my collection. It just seems like it belongs there. Also, on the next up we have another Sword and Shield, and it is a Gengar Vmax. I'm not a big fan of Gengar Vmax. I don't like the Gigantamax Pokemon as a whole. Much like Mega Pokemon, I'm not a big fan of them. But this one is at such a reasonable price that I can see the appeal, and I do know that a lot of people love these kinds of cards and these types of Pokemon. And it is at only $43 right now, which isn't bad at all. It's actually very reasonable for what it is. Now, it's not the SIR of the VMAX. It's not the VMAX Gengar, but it is still a VMAX Gengar, and it is, in my opinion, almost as cool as the big expensive one for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Anyways, next on the list we go back to normal kinds of Pokemon cards with a holographic Gengar from, let's see, it's from Breakthrough, and it's just around $25. This is a very cool artwork. This one is included in the list because I love the artwork so much. It looks like street art. It looks like it belongs being tagged on the side of a building in some shady ass neighborhood. I just love this card so much. The artwork in this is just, it's peak Gengar. It might be the best Gengar art in my opinion. There's not much more to say. Just look at it, admire it, and buy it. I will. And now we're getting to the no reason not to buy section of this video. Coming in at $9, we have Gengar V from Fusion Strike. This is it's a fairly cool card. It's not my favorite art style, but few of the cards are. But it's cheap, it's relatively nice. I dig. And if you like Gengar, there's no real reason not to get a copy of this card. And of course, we have the regular Gengar EX from Temporal Forces, which is by far, in my opinion, the best regular EX card from the Scarlet and Violet era. It's the only card that I actually really think is very cool as a regular EX card. Because usually, for the most part, I hate EX cards, the regular EX cards. But this one is just, there's something with it, something about it which is very cool, and it's only $6. It's $6. Just go get it. But, and last but not least, we have my favorite card on the list. It is the most expensive card at $93. It's the Japanese, yes, it's not English, it's Japanese Gengar and Mimikyu GX. This card is phenomenal. This is the coolest card on the list. Now, if you like this card, because like me, if you like me, like this card, I don't know, that was weird. If you like this card, you can also, but you think $93 is a bit steep, which I understand, which I actually kind of agree. You can get it in Chinese for roughly $40. And that is a steal. And that brings me over to my last point. If you're in the hobby not for monetary reasons and not to play the TCG, but you're in it just to collect cool cards and artwork, there's no real reason to go English, because English cards are really expensive. But Japanese cards are way cheaper, and Chinese cards are usually cheaper than that, and Korean cards are somewhat cheaper than Chinese cards again. And there's a lot, and it's the same quality, maybe better. Japanese is better quality than English. Chinese cards are printed the same place as the Japanese cards, and I'm not sure about Korean, but at least they're not worse quality than the English ones. So if you want nice cards and you don't want to break the bank, go Japanese, Chinese, or Korean. That was all. Goodbye.